You might think you're starting your day right with a quick bowl of cereal, or maybe skipping breakfast altogether when you're not feeling hungry. But what if the very first thing you do each morning is actually working against your energy levels, your digestion, and even your muscle strength? It's a painful reality for many of us that the breakfast habits we've had for years, or maybe the lack of habits, are quietly contributing to those feelings of sluggishness, those aches, or that brain fog. We just accept it as getting older. But often, it's something we can change. The secret isn't some complicated diet. It's often just about making smarter choices about that very first meal. In this video, we're going to uncover the 6 worst breakfast mistakes many people over 60 make without even knowing it. And more importantly, what simple, delicious things you can eat instead that will truly nourish you. These aren't drastic changes, but they can make a surprising difference in how you feel throughout the day. Stick with me and watch to the end, because there's something that will surprise you about just how much impact your breakfast has. So, let's dive into the first big mistake, one that sneaks into a lot of kitchens relying on sugary cereals or pastries. Now, I know these can be convenient and taste good. Maybe they even bring back nostalgic memories of childhood breakfasts. But let's be honest, those bright boxes and fluffy pastries are often loaded with refined sugars and processed grains, and they offer very little in the way of real nutrition. When you eat a bowl of sugary cereal or a Danish, it's like sending your body on a roller coaster ride. Your blood sugar spikes quickly because there's not enough fiber or protein to slow down the sugar absorption. You might feel a rush of energy initially. That's the sugar high. But what comes next? A crash. And not just a small dip, but often a significant slump that leaves you feeling more tired than before you ate. For people over 60, managing blood sugar is particularly important, not just for avoiding that energy roller coaster, but for long-term health, including managing or preventing type 2 diabetes and protecting heart health. These sugary options are often stripped of the valuable vitamins, minerals, and fiber that whole grains provide. They might be fortified with some nutrients, but it's not the same as getting them from whole foods. And because they lack fiber and protein, they don't keep you full for long. You might find yourself rummaging for a snack an hour or two later, potentially leading to more unhealthy choices throughout the day. It's a cycle that's hard to break once it starts. So, what do you eat instead? The key is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods that provide complex carbohydrates, fiber, and some protein. Think about good old-fashioned rolled oats. Not the instant kind with added sugar, but the kind you cook on the stove. Oatmeal is a fantastic source of soluble fiber, specifically beta-glucan, which is wonderful for lowering cholesterol and helping to stabilize blood sugar levels. It provides sustained energy release, meaning no sudden crashes. You can make it interesting and delicious by adding fresh or frozen berries, a few nuts or seeds like walnuts or chia seeds for healthy fats and extra protein, a sprinkle of cinnamon, which is also great for blood sugar, or even a dollop of plain Greek yogurt for extra protein and calcium. Another excellent alternative is whole grain toast topped with something nutritious. Forget the jam loaded with sugar. Try topping it with avocado for healthy fats. Maybe a sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning. Or how about some cottage cheese or ricotta cheese with a few tomato slices if you prefer something quicker? Consider a smoothie made with plain yogurt or milk, some spinach you won't even taste, and a handful of berries. Smoothies are great for getting nutrients in quickly, but be mindful of adding too much fruit or sugar. The goal is balance. The point is to move away from refined sugars and white flour and embrace options that offer sustained energy and genuine nutrition. These choices not only help manage blood sugar and energy levels, but also contribute to better digestion due to the higher fiber content and help maintain muscle mass with the added protein. Making this shift away from the sugary stuff is one of the most impactful changes you can make for your morning health. Moving on from what we might be eating too much of, let's talk about something many people miss entirely: skipping breakfast. You might think, I'm just not hungry in the morning, or I'm trying to lose weight. or "I don't have time." While those feelings are valid, consistently skipping breakfast, especially as we get older, can have some unintended negative consequences. Your body has been without food for perhaps 8, 10, or even 12 hours while you were sleeping. It needs fuel to get going. Think of your body like a car. You wouldn't start a long drive with an empty fuel tank. Right. Skipping breakfast means you're trying to run on fumes. This can lead to feeling lethargic, having trouble concentrating, and feeling irritable. Your metabolism, which naturally slows down with age, doesn't get the gentle nudge it needs to start the day. For those trying to manage weight, skipping breakfast often backfires. You might become excessively hungry later in the day, leading to overeating at lunch or dinner, or grazing on less healthy, high sugar, high fat snacks to get a quick energy boost. This can lead to consuming more calories overall than if you had eaten a balanced breakfast. Furthermore, missing that morning meal means missing an opportunity to get vital nutrients into your body early in the day. Nutrients like fiber, protein, calcium, and various vitamins that are crucial for maintaining bone density, muscle mass, and overall vitality. As we age, nutrient absorption can become less efficient, making it even more important to provide our bodies with a consistent supply of these essential building blocks. The pattern of skipping breakfast can disrupt your body's natural hunger and satiety signals, making it harder to listen to your body's cues throughout the day. It sets a tone of deprivation rather than nourishment. The fix for this isn't necessarily forcing down a huge meal the moment you wake up, especially if you genuinely don't feel hungry immediately. It's about finding a small nutritious something that you can manage within an hour or two of waking up. Even something small is better than nothing. A small handful of nuts and a piece of fruit like an apple or a banana can be a good start. A small container of Greek yogurt with a few berries is another quick option. If you have a little more time, a hard-boiled egg is a portable protein source. The key is to provide your body with some easily accessible energy and nutrients to break the overnight fast and kickstart your metabolism gently, over time. As you make this a consistent habit, you might find your appetite in the morning naturally returns. The benefits of even a small breakfast are significant improved energy levels, better focus and mood, more stable blood sugar throughout the morning, reduced likelihood of overeating or making poor food choices later, and ensuring you get a head start on your daily nutrient intake. It's about respecting your body's need for fuel after a long fast. Don't feel pressured to eat a traditional big breakfast if that's not appealing, but do find a way to provide some nourishment. It makes a world of difference to how you feel and function right from the start of your day. Now, building on the idea of what you should be eating, let's talk about the third common mistake, and it's one that becomes increasingly important as we age: not getting enough protein at breakfast. We often think of protein as something for bodybuilders, but it's absolutely vital for everyone, especially for maintaining muscle mass as we get older. After the age of 60, many people experience sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. Getting enough protein throughout the day, and particularly at breakfast, plays a critical role in slowing down this process and helping your body repair and build muscle tissue. If your breakfast consists of just toast and jam, or a bowl of low-protein cereal, you're missing a huge opportunity to fuel your muscles right at the start of the day. Protein also helps you feel fuller for longer. It slows down digestion, which helps stabilize blood sugar and prevents those mid-morning hunger pangs we talked about. This can be particularly helpful if you're trying to manage your weight or simply avoid reaching for less healthy snacks. Beyond muscles and satiety, protein is essential for countless bodily functions, including immune health, hormone production, and maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails. Starting your day with a good dose of protein sets you up for better appetite control, sustained energy, and contributes directly to preserving that precious muscle mass that helps keep you strong and independent. So, how do you easily add more protein to your breakfast? It's often simpler than you think. Eggs are one of the easiest and most complete sources of protein. Scramble them, boil them, poach them, however you like them. 2 eggs provide about 12 grams of high-quality protein. Add some vegetables like spinach or mushrooms to your scramble for extra nutrients. Greek yogurt is another powerhouse. A single serving of plain Greek yogurt can provide 15-20 grams of protein, much more than regular yogurt. Mix in some berries and a sprinkle of nuts or seeds. Cottage cheese is also a great protein source, often overlooked. Half a cup can offer around 12 to 15 grams of protein. Pair it with fruit, or sprinkle some pepper and herbs on it for a savory twist. If you enjoy smoothies, adding a scoop of protein powder whey, casein, or plant-based or a generous dollop of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese will significantly boost the protein content. Even something as simple as adding a tablespoon or 2 of nut butter peanut, almond, or sunflower seed butter to your oatmeal or whole grain toast adds healthy fats and a few extra grams of protein. Don't underestimate the power of small additions. Sprinkle chia seeds or flax seeds on your cereal or yogurt. They add fiber and a bit of protein too. The goal is to aim for around 20-30 grams of protein at breakfast. This might sound like a lot, but it's achievable with conscious choices like a couple of eggs, a serving of Greek yogurt, or protein added to oatmeal or a smoothie. Making this a regular part of your morning routine is an investment in your physical strength and overall vitality as you age. Continuing our look at breakfast habits. The fourth mistake we often see is not getting enough fiber in the morning. Fiber is incredibly important for everyone, but particularly so for people over 60. Many older adults struggle with digestive issues, especially constipation, which can be uncomfortable and impact overall well-being. Fiber is the superhero when it comes to keeping things moving smoothly in your digestive system. It adds bulk to your stool, making it easier to pass, and helps prevent constipation. But fiber does so much more than just aid digestion. There are 2 main types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber, found in foods like oats, beans, apples, and citrus fruits, dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance. This type of fiber is fantastic for helping to lower cholesterol levels and helps control blood sugar by slowing down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Insoluble fiber, found in whole wheat, nuts, seeds, and many vegetables, doesn't dissolve. It adds bulk and helps food pass more quickly through the stomach and intestines. Most high-fiber foods contain both types. Beyond digestion and blood sugar, adequate fiber intake is linked to a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. It also helps you feel full and satisfied after eating, which can be helpful for managing weight. However, many typical breakfast foods are surprisingly low in fiber. Those refined sugary cereals we talked about earlier. Very little fiber. White toast, minimal fiber. Pastries, negligible fiber. Juices, no fiber at all, even if they are 100% fruit juice. If your breakfast plate is consistently missing fiber-rich foods, you're missing out on all these crucial benefits and potentially contributing to digestive discomfort and other health issues down the line. As we age, our gut microbiome, the community of bacteria in our intestines, changes. A diet rich in fiber helps feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which is linked to better immune function, reduced inflammation, and even improved mood. So, skipping out on fiber in the morning isn't just about potential constipation. It's about missing a key nutrient that supports multiple aspects of your health. So, how do you boost your fiber intake at breakfast? It goes hand in hand with some of the other good choices we've discussed. Starting your day with whole grains is fundamental. Oatmeal is a great source, especially steel-cut or rolled oats. Make sure the bread you choose for toast is 100% whole wheat or a multigrain loaf with visible seeds. Add fruits, particularly berries, apples, and pears eat the skin, to your yogurt, cereal, or oatmeal. Berries are particularly high in fiber and antioxidants. Include vegetables where you can. Maybe some spinach or peppers in your omelet or scramble. Adding nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, or pumpkin seeds to your breakfast is another excellent way to increase fiber. Along with healthy fats and some protein, a tablespoon of chia seeds alone contains about 5 grams of fiber. Legumes aren't a typical breakfast food in many Western cultures, but adding a few beans to a savory breakfast wrap or even having a small portion of baked beans watch the added sugar can significantly boost fiber. Even small additions throughout the day add up. But starting with a fiber-rich breakfast sets a great tone. Aiming for at least 5 to 8 grams of fiber in your breakfast is a good target. And foods like a bowl of oatmeal with berries and seeds, or whole grain toast with avocado and a sprinkle of seeds, or a vegetable-filled omelet are great ways to get there. Making a conscious effort to add fiber to your first meal will pay dividends for your digestive health and overall well-being. The 5th common breakfast mistake is one that can impact your heart health: consuming too much saturated fat. We're talking about those breakfast meats like bacon, sausage, and some prepackaged breakfast sandwiches or pastries. While a little bit of fat is essential for absorbing certain vitamins and providing energy, diets high in saturated and trans fats, particularly from processed meats, are linked to increased levels of LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol. Over time, high LDL cholesterol can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart disease and stroke, which are significant health concerns for people over 60. Many processed breakfast meats are not only high in saturated fat, but also in sodium and sometimes nitrates or nitrites, which are preservatives that have been linked to other health risks. Regularly starting your day with these foods, while perhaps tasty, isn't the best way to support your cardiovascular system. It's about choosing fats wisely. Unsaturated fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, are heart-healthy fats that can actually help improve your cholesterol levels. So, what are healthier alternatives if you enjoy savory breakfasts? Lean protein sources are key. Eggs are a great option, providing protein without excessive saturated fat, especially if you cook them without a lot of added butter or oil. Instead of bacon or sausage, consider leaner protein like smoked salmon, which is rich in omega-3 fatty acids that are great for heart and brain health. A small amount of lean ham is also a better choice than fatty sausage or bacon, if you prefer plant-based options. Consider adding beans to your breakfast like black beans in a breakfast burrito, or alongside eggs, or incorporating tofu or tempeh scrambles, seasoned with vegetables and spices. Using healthy fats like avocado or a drizzle of olive oil for cooking is much better than butter or lard. If you must have some form of breakfast meat occasionally, look for leaner options or plant-based alternatives, and consider it more of an occasional treat than a daily staple. Focus on building your breakfast around protein sources that are naturally lower in saturated fat or provide healthy fats. This shift helps protect your heart and manage your cholesterol levels, contributing to better long-term health and reducing your risk of cardiovascular issues down the road. It's about making choices that support your heart right from the start of the day. Finally, the 6th common breakfast mistake is often overlooked because it seems healthy on the surface: drinking only juice. Orange juice, apple juice, cranberry juice. They're often marketed as being full of vitamins, which they can be. However, when fruit is juiced, the natural sugars become concentrated and the beneficial fiber is removed. This means that drinking a glass of juice is very similar to drinking sugary water in terms of how it affects your blood sugar. It causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels, similar to eating sugary cereal, leading to that energy crash later on. All the goodness of the fruit, like the fiber that helps slow sugar absorption and keeps you full, is lost. While juice contains some vitamins, you're getting a large dose of sugar without the other balancing nutrients found in the whole fruit. For people over 60, managing blood sugar is crucial, and regularly starting the day with a high dose of liquid sugar can contribute to insulin resistance over time and make it harder to control conditions like diabetes. It also doesn't contribute to satiety, so you're consuming calories and sugar without feeling full, which doesn't help with weight management or overall healthy eating patterns. Even 100% fruit juice falls into this category. It's natural sugar. Yes, but it's still concentrated sugar without the fiber buffer. So, what's the better choice? Eat the whole fruit instead. An orange provides fiber along with its vitamin C and natural sugars. An apple offers fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Eating the whole fruit provides a more sustained release of energy and helps you feel fuller. If you want something to drink alongside your breakfast, water is always the best choice. Add a slice of lemon or lime for flavor if you like. Unsweetened tea or coffee in moderation can also be part of a healthy breakfast beverage routine. If you really crave the flavor of juice, try diluting a small amount of juice with water or sparkling water. Or, better yet, make a smoothie using whole fruit. As mentioned earlier, smoothies blended with the whole fruit retain the fiber, making them a much better option than juice. You can also add greens, yogurt, seeds, and other nutritious ingredients to a smoothie to make it a complete mini-meal. The key takeaway here is to get your fruit nutrients from the whole fruit, not just the sugary liquid extracted from it. This simple switch reduces your sugar intake, increases your fiber intake, helps manage your blood sugar, and contributes to feeling more satisfied with your breakfast. So, we've talked about those 6 common breakfast mistakes: the sugary cereals and pastries, skipping breakfast entirely, not getting enough protein, missing out on vital fiber, loading up on saturated fats, and relying on juice instead of whole fruit. It might sound like a lot to change, but the good news is that even small adjustments to your morning routine can have a significant positive impact on how you feel throughout the day and your health in the long run. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Maybe you start by swapping your sugary cereal for oatmeal a couple of times a week. Or you make a conscious effort to add an egg or some yogurt to your morning meal. Perhaps you switch from juice to water or add berries to your toast. These seemingly small steps build momentum and become easier over time, making your breakfast work for you rather than against you. Means more consistent energy, better digestion, stronger muscles, improved blood sugar control, and a healthier heart. It's about nourishing your body for the day ahead and supporting your vitality as you continue to live your best life. Don't underestimate the power of that first meal to set the tone for your physical and mental well-being. It's an opportunity to invest in yourself right at the start of the day. Taking control of your breakfast is a powerful step towards feeling more energetic, more comfortable, and more capable. You deserve to feel your best at every age, and making smarter choices about breakfast is a fantastic way to help make that happen. We've covered quite a bit, and I hope this has given you some clear, practical ideas you can start using tomorrow. If any of these mistakes resonated with you, or if you've already made some positive changes to your breakfast, I'd love to hear about it. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else. And if you found this information helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, as it helps us reach more people who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for watching and for taking this important step for your health. Keep nurturing yourself, keep learning, and keep embracing the journey. Live your best life at every age.